Driver of the Year award to me is the epitome of what this industry is about. All of you big shots who own and run your business and are successful and have done this for a long time, even in the state of California, you do this because you have drivers. And I often say at my presentations that drivers make your business decisions for you many times. And sometimes they're not great, but for the most part, your drivers are terrific. And they make good business decisions, and they help you to be profitable, and they help you to maintain your customers. So we feel at Lancer that honoring drivers is the very best way to honor the industry. So let's talk about our Driver of the Year this year. And I'm going to do some numbers. So our driver has worked for the company that he's worked for 23 years. He's driven 1 million miles. That equals about an average of about 45,000 miles a year, which doesn't sound like a lot because sometimes some drivers drive more and some drive less, but that's just an average. However, he's had 0 preventable crashes in that time. So how many of you have driven 45,000 miles a year, 23 years, and have never had an incident? Kevin, maybe. Kevin. So that number alone is pretty impressive. This driver, this gentleman, has received a Safe Driving Award from his company 18 times in 23 years. That's an 80% rate. Okay, 80% is pretty good when you're measuring people against standards, external, internal company standards, and safety standards. He's SPAP certified. He's been Employee of the Month at his company 26 times. Now, in 23 years, there are 276 months. And he's been Employee of the Month 26 times, which is about a 10% average. Which you would say, well, 10%, but how many of us can say that we have people who work for us who, in all these periods of time, with all these months and all these awards, 10% of the awards that this company has given out has gone to this driver over the last 23 years. That's pretty impressive. He's been Employee of the Year 3 times, in 2004, 2008, and 2012. I do want to point out that he's been slacking off a little bit. Because with his other statistics, I do believe he should have been Employee of the Year at least 2 more times statistically. It's just my calculations. But we're gonna let him slide on that. He's the most requested driver at a particular company. And he's known as Mr. X or X to his colleagues. It sounds intriguing, but that's the way people know him. He's always dependable, he's always on time, he's always dressed, and he's always an hour early. For that, he should just get the Driver of the Year award. Just for every chart, he's an hour early. I just want you to let that settle in and sink in about what that would mean for you and your operation and your customers. The quote from the nominating company is the quote that I think is the best descriptive quote, is the quote that says, "He is like family." And I think that just sums up what we do in this industry and what we do at CBA. He's the father of 2, and he's a new grandfather. I think at the time of the application, he wasn't a grandfather, but I believe he is now. Right? Is that correct? Yes? I'm going to say yes. He originally is from North Carolina, and like many people, he came to visit California, and to the chagrin of many native Californians, he stayed, but it's okay, he's a good one. He stayed, we want him to stay. He's a Mason, and he does a lot of volunteering through the Masonic Lodge. This gentleman had some health issues, and he responded to those health issues much in the same way that he responds to his job and his customers and his company. He took control of the situation, got himself in better shape, and now he coaches other people and drivers to be in good shape. So if anyone wants to sign up for his coaching program, let me know, we'll get that going. It's with great honor and pleasure that Lancer Insurance Company announces the Driver of the Year is Mr. Stuart Brown from Discovery Charters.
introduction. I want to thank, well, I'm delighted to be here and honored to receive this Driver of the Year award from the California Bus Association. I want to thank Lasser Insurance Company, thank California Bus Association. Thank you for choosing me, selecting me from a pool of outstanding drivers that were nominated for this award. I want to thank Discovery, Dora family. Wow, man. Wow. Thank you for selecting me from a pool of drivers of Discovery. Thank you, Rich, for things you've done, did, and do for us with Discovery. Keep us going. Wow. Thank you.
I see you thought this would be easy.